Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to everyone, especially to our lecturer, Sir Bob. My name is Ahmad Azri bin Ahmad Termizi, and my partner for this assignment is Ahmad Iqbal bin Muhammad Sohaimin. Today, we are excited to show you our workflow for data analysis using Excel. We wanted to look at Malaysia population by state, age, and ethnicity. So without wasting any time, let's go. The first thing any research need is a reliable sources. For this assignment, we using data.gov.my website, which is Malaysia official open data portal. Once there, we search the data catalog and specifically select the population data, which was the core focus of our research. We specifically use the population table state as you can see on the screen. This data set is quite comprehensive. It shows population level at the state level from 1970 all the way to 2025, broken down by set, age group, and ethnicity. This website is very flexible. For instance, if you only need data for Malacca, you can just click that specific tab. However, since our research covers all states in Malaysia, we download the full data set as a CSV and export directly into Excel. Once we had the raw data in Excel, we had to filter it down to what actually matters for our study. We decided to focus on the year 2025. We select every state and every ethnicity in Malaysia to get the full picture. We also choose both male and female for the set category. For age, we select the overall category because it makes the data much more manageable. And finally, we include the population counts. Altogether, we narrow it down to 6 key data points. We convert this selection into a format table to make sorting easier. From there, we organize the data state by state as you can see here. We have the breakdown for Kelantan, Terengganu, Pahang, Perak, Perlis, and so on. We need to make sense of this number, so I summarize the data into pivot table. Our analysis includes descriptive analysis, total population count, ethnic distribution across state, and even top 5 most populated states. To make this data more interactive, we visualize everything into dashboard using slices. Let me quickly demonstrate how I build this element. First, select your data, for example, the total population by state. Copy and paste the relevant info and then go to the Insert tab and then click the Pivot table. I put it in the existing worksheet for easy access. By clicking State and Population, the table is done. And then I highlight the data and go to the Design tab to remove the grand total. Click on Pivot table and go to the Insert tab to edit the slicer. To finish the visual load, I use the recommended chart feature to find the best graph for our data. Finally, I want to show you how we generate a population map. It's a very straightforward step. You select the data and go to the Insert tab and click on Map. Excel generates a visual map of Malaysia in just a second. That's all for the Excel presentation. Now I will pass it over to my partner Iqbal, who will show you how we took this even further using Tableu. Hi, I am Ahmad Iqbal bin Muhammad. Now we are looking at a Tableu presentation that has 2 main parts. First is population by state and next is population by ethnic and gender. Starting with the state, Selangor clearly dominates with almost 30 million peoples, Johor full at around 17 million and Sabah at 15 million. Meanwhile, smaller states like Perlis and Terengganu have a fewer than 5 million residents. This contrast shows how population is concentrated. Certain regions, especially in Selangor, which act as a hub for growth and migration. Moving on ethnicity, Bumiputera Malays make up the majority at about 53%. Other Bumi groups at another 11%, but the Chinese community account for 90%, and Indians about 6%. Non-citizens form nearly 10% of the population, which is significant when thinking about labor and workforce dynamics. The smallest group is other citizens, less than 1%, highlighting how dominant the main ethnic categories are in shaping Malaysia's demographic profile. Finally, let's look at the gender breakdown. The population is almost evenly split. Cis is about 16.7 million males and 15.2 million females. Among men, Bumiputera Malays number about 8.6 million, while Chinese men are thus over 3 million. For women, the figure are similar. It's 8.3% for Bumiputera Malays and 3 million Chinese. Indians are balanced too, with roughly 930,000 men and 940,000 women. One detail that stands out is the non-citizen category, where the men make up more than 2 million, reflecting migration pattern since many foreign workers are male. So, across this slide, we see 3 layers of Malaysia demographic story, where people live who they are ethnically and how they divide by gender. Together, they highlight this concentration in Selangor, the dominance of Bumiputera groups, and the balanced gender distribution, with migration adding another dimension to the picture. So thank you for watching this presentation, and I hope it gave you a clearer view of Malaysia population landscape.